the culture. Amplifying the voice of athletes. Finally speaking, they gotta feel this. Taking control of the story we live. Turn every loss to a lesson we give. Giving hope to the next generation.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy E. Josiah Kenty, season 2 of Flip the Culture podcast, where the culture won't change until we do. Got a special guest today here, Cam Shepard, man. Super excited. God dang it. We finna do that again.
Nah, you good. I know how it be.
I know it, bro. Matter of fact, we gonna keep that junk in there. We gonna ride, bro. Hey, that's what it is. We ain't here to be perfect, bro. We just gonna be wrong real. Sure. So, man, tell us a little bit about your story, bro, because I know you was like a little kid when I was growing up. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get to play in college, man, and just go after my dreams, bro. But like, you are always watching us, bro. Like your Michael Jacksons, your Cordell Jacksons, bro. Like your Ladarius Jackson. Like he's been we got a lot of Jacksons in NBF, bro. But like you were always around. But now watching you grow up as a young man, bro, and still playing the game that you love, you've had a wonderful but painful testimony, bro. Yeah, for sure. You know what I'm saying? So like, how did you get introduced to the game?
So it all started when I said my dad, for real. Mm-hmm. I used to be young. Like, it's crazy. Like, I have vivid memories of when I was like two or three, watching my dad tapes. So I'm watching his tapes all throughout high school, and I just said, bro, it's something like, I love to do that. Yeah. Like my dad was playing wide receiver, quarterback, kicker at McAdoo High School and stuff. So then I started playing when I was 3. And then started playing quarterback and been playing quarterback ever since.
So like your dad never felt like he pushed football on you?
Nah, he didn't.
Because like when you 3 years old, bro, it's hard to believe you was putting the tape on by yourself.
No, he was doing that. It was me and my granddad, really, because we used to watch Michael Jackson tapes. I was like, what tape this is? Oh, it's your dad. I said, bro, let's watch it. Like, as a kid, like, I'm real energetic, bro. Yeah. So I'm jumping up the walls, jumping in the bed, trying to watch the tape. Like, I'm excited, So that's where it all started, really. And ever since then, I just been real bought into it.
So you at Lane College now, right? And to go from that little kid that was jumping off the bed, like you like, man, I got a lot of energy, I want to play this, like 3 years old to now, like you about, what, 22?
Yeah, I just turned 22 in December.
Man, congratulations, my boy.
Yeah, appreciate it.
So he got, I should have said happy birthday. But like for go to 3 years old to 22, bro, like that is about, what, 19 years of your life that you've known football? Yeah. So like, have you ever had the opportunity to realize who you were beyond the jersey?
Yes, most definitely. I can say the opportunity came when I went to, my transition from high school to college. So, in 12th grade, I tore my ACL.
Walk us through that play.
All right, so it's game 8. We were one of the top teams in the region. So we were 7-1. Had a shootout against Helena the game before. Then we played Brookwood. Brookwood is a team that, just get stats and stuff like. And I can tell you how my whole day went actually. So I went to my coach's office. I was like, Coach, like I really don't even want to play. Like I said, man, I got all the stats and stuff I need. I said, man, give these other kids a chance. I said, man, Coach, take me out in the first quarter actually. So going throughout the day, Coach was like, we'll think about it. Come to find out I did not do that. I played all the way till my injury, and that was, about 2 minutes until halftime. So the play is like I'm about probably on the 30, probably in the middle of the field. Now I was on the right hash actually, probably like 30-yard line. And they threw a coverage that I did not see in film, for sure, because we was torching them. So they dropped 8. They dropped 8 defenders, and they had 3 defenders rushing, so I had nobody open. So then it was like a panic. It's like, a caution sign that went off in my head. So I was like, bro, my time, I got to get out of here. So I run out to the left, and I'm really like trying to make a play, like not even running. I want to throw the ball. Really, I'm not trying to run really. So I'm not running full speed, but I'm finna get to it. So I'm finna turn the corner, and like he had the bottom, he had the top, and I just twist, and my leg pop.
Mm.
And then I tried to get up. It was a no go. You know what I'm saying? And I tried to get up like 3 times actually, and I just wasn't able to get up. And I
So
knew
like,
what it was.
why you kept on trying to get up though? Like, if you knew you were hurt in like the first time, like, why were you trying to get up to like play again? Were you trying to get up to show your teammates something? Like, what was going on in your head?
Um, I didn't want it to be my ACL. Like I really didn't want it to be my ACL because I worked so hard to get to that point.
Mm-hmm.
Because the previous season I didn't have the best season. If I'm being honest, I had a mediocre season. I was still learning myself. Had a new coach. It was doing COVID and stuff, so it was hard. And I didn't prove to everybody wrong that I thought I needed to prove in that moment. And then I didn't gain everything that I thought I wanted. All the interest, all the scholarships, offers, all the attention from everybody in the city. Like everybody knew who I was because of the impact that I did on the field.
So let's stay there, like, because you said something profound where like you didn't prove everybody wrong that you felt like you could have proved wrong. So like, what were they saying about you, like in the media, or like who are these people?
Yeah, so in the media, like man, I can tell you, I had a terrible game one time, and bro, I had like 3 interceptions, fumbles, probably like 1 touchdown, and your own school go against you at that point.
Mm.
Like when you struggling, your own school go against you. Even the ones that that you just that's your peers, they start saying like sly stuff, stuff to pick at you. You know what I'm saying? Dudes that graduated ahead of me,
Mm-hmm.
it's like, Cam, you was so good. Like, what's going on now? I'm like, bro, like I'm working, like I'm trying. Like you not in my shoes. You don't know what I'm actually dealing with going through this coaching. Shoot, parents arguing in the stands about the coaching. Like, bro, it was one game. Parents literally came out the stands and tried to go jump on the coach because how bad it was. Do you not know what that do to a team?
Mm-hmm.
We seeing our parents do this. We trying to keep our composure at this point, but bro, we're losing.
Mm-hmm.
We went 6-4, 11th grade season. Then 12th grade season, bro, I turned on. I did, like, I worked so hard from 11th grade to 12th grade. Like, I was like, bro, there's nothing else nobody can ever say about me. Cause the work gonna speak for itself. I never say anything back to nobody. Except what was I'm working. But in my head, I said I don't want to be in that position ever again in my life because I know the talent level I have. I know the grit I have. I know what I want out of this.
Mm-hmm.
So
You said something that was like in 2020, and I remember something from 2020 where it was like a gas shortage, and you had people with these cars that took premium gas,
Mm-hmm.
but you also had these cars that took regular gas, and the regular gas went out.
Yeah.
So you had some people putting premium gas inside the regular cars,
Mm-hmm.
and like you'll find out real fast, like whether or not something gonna stop working or something's just you can't transition the right way, right? So it tears up a lot inside of you when you're trying to fuel yourself out of something that was never meant to fuel you.
Yeah.
So a lot of times as athletes, we feel like our biggest thing is to prove our doubters wrong, but really it's to prove everybody that really was for us right.
Yeah.
Because a hater gonna find something else to hate on. You feel me? Like they say if you threw 500 yards, they say you can't throw. It's like, well, his star receiver only had 20 yards. Why didn't target him?
That's
like
crazy.
they're gonna find something else, right? So it's like you can have all the scholarships, you can have all that in the world, but then now you're inside this lonely moment where it's like, dang, Matter of fact, proving people wrong don't even matter no more. Cause it's like I can't even do nothing about it. So what did that journey look like for Lane? Cause you graduated in 22, right?
Yep.
Then you signed in 24 to go to Lane. So what was that gap like?
That gap was life changing. So I went to UAB first. Had a coaching change. The coach that originally brought me in and really originally like, that actually like pushed to have like a conversation with me because he wanted me to play. He left. Went to another college. So I had to try out twice. 2 different semesters actually, between seasons or whatever. And the coach kept saying that we want you to pull up. They even got me into the camp for free, like all that. And I did my thing. Like I'm being honest, I did not have a bad day at all. Like I was really producing at the camp. But then they wouldn't pull the trigger.
Mm.
So at some point I was tired of them wasting my time. And one day, like on a Saturday, I was, working out because I worked out this whole time. And throughout them years I started, doing ministry with Ransom, getting into the community and just showing up to my little brother's games because that's what mattered to me. And I grew so much, like going through that. And my relationship with God is great. It's right where I want to be right now, if I'm being honest. Like, because I'm really taking it one step at a time. And doing that time, it taught me how to be a better man, a better young man, a better leader in everything. So, training for 2 years, not knowing what the next step is, that's a different type of faith. Me and Coach Shaw talk about that all the time. He said, Cam, that's a faith that I've never seen in a young man your age. He said that build character in a man. Because you training it may look like for no reason at all.
Mm-hmm.
But you know where you want to go. And you know the vision God has given you, the strength God has given you, that all the things you already been through. Like, and you still it's no offers. Like, it's no offers, it's none of that. 2 years, I graduated in 22 and I signed in 24.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's insane. Nobody's really want to do that. Nobody want to stay down that long and really do that and really go through that. Because it's going to mess with your mental. So, one Saturday I'm working out up under the bridge with Coach Price. And, me and him been talking about going places. He been trying to get me to Tuskegee, like schools like that. It's a school he told me, I can't remember. But then one day he said, man, so Lane coach hit me up, which was his cousin that worked there, defensive coordinator. And they was like, but they need a quarterback bad. They got a full quarterback room, but they're not doing what they're supposed to do. They're not producing how they need them to do. So for me, I was like, bro, I'm the right person for the job. Like, I decided 2 years, got stronger, got a little bit wiser, got my confidence back in my knee. I'm still recovering from my ACL at this point, but I'm really at the end. And I went up there on the Tuesday. I told Coach, I'm going. Let me go check it out. But I did not know where Lane College was even. Like,
Where is it at?
It's in Jackson, Tennessee.
Tennessee. Okay, so it's not in Jackson, Mississippi.
No.
Okay.
It's close to Mississippi, but it's not in Mississippi.
Okay.
It's like at the bottom half of Tennessee. And 4-hour drive, me and my granddad go.
The one that you watching tape with.
Tape.
You was 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
When I watched tape when I was 3, and he a pastor and everything, so he go by everything biblical.
Yeah, he going in on you probably on that whole ride.
Man.
Yeah.
So we get up there. I did not know what to expect. I didn't look up nothing. I was like, bro, I'm just gonna go, just go by faith. Like, and we get there. We pull up. I'm like, what this is? He's like, this it right here? Bro, I did not know it was an HBCU, bro. It's a Christian college HBCU in the hood, fam. Like,
Yeah.
It's Lane College is Lane Avenue. You go straight down Lane Avenue. It's doors on the left, doors on the right, classrooms on the right, classrooms on the left. You hit the block, go down the street. That's Lane.
There's literally a lane.
Literally a lane.
Yeah, lane.
Lane Avenue. It's literally like 2 lanes. Like it's a T. Like it's literally a T. That's crazy.
Oh, snap.
So we meet the coaches and everything. My granddad, he already don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, he wants his grandson to be somewhere safe and stuff like that. It don't look safe. If I'm being honest, it wasn't safe, but hey, you had to adapt to it. And I throw for the coaches and everything. And they like the way I throw. They fed me that day. They fed me crab legs and stuff. I'm like, crab legs? Like,
Crab legs, bro.
Crab legs, seafood boil. Swear, out the calf. No caps.
Bro, hold on. Out the cat, that means it's buffet style.
Yeah.
So you mean tell me they had crab legs just sitting out? You can get however many you want.
Yeah, I just tell them what I wanted. And they gave me the plate and stuff like that. Had a to-go plate and everything.
Bro, do they have like fried chicken Fridays too? Or fried fish Fridays?
So
like,
on Wednesdays we had that. We have that because we have chapel.
Yeah, I'm sorry, bro. So you basically go to church and you get the fried chicken.
Yeah, so we go to church, get a word. Sometimes not even the word, just some information or something like that.
Yeah.
And then we all go to the calf. We get the baked chicken, fried chicken. We have yams. Like soul food. Macaroni and cheese.
Your
Greens.
granddad didn't know about that, did he?
Nah, he ain't know about that.
He know about it now?
Nah, I ain't talking about that.
Yeah, you need to tell him about that. He'll try to change his mind. He'll be like, yeah, he at home.
Nah, he really, at this point, no matter what I tell them, like, I go talk to him like, man, you need to get from up there. I'm like, okay.
So I know you heard him. You know what I'm saying? Like all the way up there. You probably saying like, oh dang, and then even while you're still there, you probably got some things to say because it's like, man, I just want my baby to be good, right?
Yeah.
So like, how do you manage the noise of family? Because family does play a big factor because that's the village that inspires you. It's like, man, I'm doing this for you, but it's like the family sometimes don't understand that it's some heartache, it's some misunderstanding of a decision that you may have to make personally. Like, how do you manage that?
The way I manage it is like, bro, I listen to them, and sometimes I have to take it with a grain of salt because they don't understand. Like, they not there. They home, they here. They in Alabama, they not in Tennessee. And sometimes, like, I know because of the age gap and stuff that they had to go through certain things that I didn't go through. And I'm going through certain things that they didn't go through. So they're not familiar with me. Like, they're not familiar with my journey for real. They're familiar with their son, what they tell them, but they're not going through it every single day. Like, my parents literally told me, like, the other week, it's like, I was talking to my dad, and he was like, I'm so proud of you by the way you go about things so positively.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you see the good in everything. But, that's just me. You know what I'm saying? And I can say that's not my parents sometimes. Like, that's not my parents sometimes. Yeah. Like, they're not going to always see the good and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even when I had to go speak and stuff, like, my parents was furious because of how somebody treated me before that.
Yeah.
But that wasn't my mindset. I said, I got to come here and do a job. Like, I woke up at 5:30 that morning. Like, people don't know I woke up at 5:30 that morning. No, 4:30 actually, dealing with sinuses, all that, bro. I was up at 4 coughing, all that, taking medicine so I could prepare myself. I said, bro, I made a video. I made a video on my Instagram. I didn't post it, but I was like, I said, bro, like, I feel terrible right now. But I said, but no, God already gave me all the tools, and He finna give me the strength to go up here and do what I need to do.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I don't go, bro, my job is not finished.
Yeah. Where'd you get that mindset from?
Man, I got that mindset from being around MDF for real. Being around it so long, like, I don't give up in nothing. And if I'm called to do something, I'm going to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And that junk, it has been instilled in me ever since then. Like, when I spoke yesterday at training, I was telling them, I was like, bro, like, Coach O is different. When I went down in 12th grade, I lost all my friends and everything. I told Coach O I was okay and all that stuff. And he said, Cam, I know you're not okay.
Mm-hmm.
And he was the first person to ever pull up to my house and literally sit down with me while I'm recovering. Blood coming on my knee, all type of stuff. I'm crying and stuff. Like, I'm really going through. I'm tore up. I'm not who I used to be.
Yeah.
A part of me has left. And that mindset is how I take every day. Like, bro, if I don't make one person smile every day, at least one person, because you never know what nobody going through. They can be on the edge of want to do something to themselves.
Yeah.
My job not done if I don't make that one person smile every day.
Mm-hmm. So you figured out a way to carry that mindset that you got through sports training into what you're doing now.
Yeah.
Like the reason why you had to wake up at 4:30, you know you want your best, so you had to sacrifice a couple of hours so you could be yourself, drain all that out, get your mindset right. So with transitioning that type of mindset, because that's why I tell athletes, man, like you transition mentally before you do physically out of the game.
Yeah.
And it's like you hear all the time, what's your plan B? Like, what's your plan? I'm like, man, be quiet. And you ain't talking about no plan B.
Yeah,
like, no, we ain't hearing that, right? Like, it's a plan in your mind first that it exists to pull yourself into like your next dimension in which you're gonna operate, right? At peak performance.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I know that you're a speaker now,
Yeah.
right? And like you started speaking at different places while you're still playing the game. So how is that, bro? Like, knowing that you're still writing your story, but you're up in front of like this next generation of athletes that want to be where you are.
Yeah, so to me, it's really a blessing, like, because this is what I prayed for.
Mm.
Like, I prayed for God to take me somewhere I can grow off the field, and then he brought me to UAB. So, like I said, I did ransom. I spoke one time.
Yeah.
But I was still in leadership. I was still getting mentored. I was still getting, you know, the milk and honey, the small stuff that I needed to make my faith bigger.
Mm-hmm.
And that one rep of me speaking, it changed everything, if I'm being honest. Because that's the start. And then it made me identify something in me that I was able to do that I was usually not comfortable with. I'm able to speak.
Yeah. And
I knew I had impact, but I didn't know how can I use it off the field until that moment. And then at Lane, I spoke, this past December, before I came back home, on the mini TEDx for my class.
Yeah.
A competition, and then I got first place.
Yeah.
You know, and my confidence grew more and more from that. I learned more about myself, and then I watched a little bit of film. I didn't watch all of it. Like, a little bit of film on me speaking. And I was like, oh, I can do that better. I can do that better. I can do that better. And now I'm a mass communications major.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm working on audio. I'm working on speaking. I'm working on articulation, all that. I literally sat 2 hours before I came back home. I sat 2 hours with my advisor. I'm reading just like this. I want to, like, saying every syllable. And if I mess up, I gotta restart. And it was so, like, it was so tedious, and that jump was scratching my brain. Cause I was like, bro, there's
Yeah.
no way I have to talk this way for me to be able to speak regular. Cause I used to stutter. I used to do all that. Like I can get up in front of a group of people and just start crying because I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
I know what to say, but it won't come out because I'm scared. I ain't have it in me. I did, but I didn't think I had it.
Yeah.
And get up in front of the next generation. If you think about it, like, I'm still balling. I've been through all my injuries and stuff. I'm still going through certain things. I'm at the next level of football. I mean, I'm where they want to be. So I already got all the answers that they need, really, if I'm being honest.
You think they'll listen?
I'd say yeah. Some of them will.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't force it on them. Because it's your job to deliver the message. And God already went before you. And they have their free will to take the message and use it for good, or take the message and let it go out the other ear.
Mm.
And I can't control that.
You know, bro, I was speaking at an elementary school one time, and they was dealing with SEL. So it's like just dealing with their emotions, dealing with how to manage their emotions. And SEL stands for social emotional learning. So that's basically like schools come up with curriculums for students to identify their emotions and then properly identify it, because some of them may feel like they're mad, but they're really just frustrated, right? So like frustration gives direction to what mad is. So, you know, for example, they may say like they sad. It's like, nah, you just ain't get your way, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you know, nah, you feel a little bit betrayed.
Yeah,
Right. So
for
it's
sure.
like that we're layered beings that's multidimensional. So like schools have figured out a way to prepare students to identify that within themselves. And one of the things that I told them was, you know, the first order of learning is listening.
Yeah.
Just listen and learn. It's like, okay, if I'm listening and learn, this what I see follow what I just listened to. My bad. Let me switch that up, because you look to learn first.
Yeah,
You look
you
to
see it
learn.
first,
You see it
then
first, right? You look to
yeah.
learn, then you listen to learn, and then it's like, I need to live to learn. If looking and listening didn't work, then I need to bump my head a little bit. Like, I didn't believe that stove was hot. So I remember seeing my mama touch the stove with her bare hand, but I didn't know that stove wasn't on. So she was able to do that.
Yeah.
So I listened to her and say, hey, don't touch that stove, because when it's hot, it's going to burn you. But every time I see my mama touch the stove, it's like, it's not hot.
Yeah.
But then it's like, hold on, let me live a little bit longer. And I said, I want to see whether or not I'm going to get burned or not. And then you touch it. So you just live to learn. Now, the thing where those are the 3 L's. But then you got an M, where life makes you learn. Where you get the consequences of the decisions, right? So like you see a lot of athletes that they're looking, but you can only believe 10% of what you see.
Yeah. Yeah.
Only 10%, man. The other 90 is gonna look at, okay, what you're hearing.
Yeah.
Okay, and then also what you're living, right? Because you can see somebody put on something, but they're not really living what they're saying, right? So it's like, as these athletes are listening to you speak, as they're listening to older cats like in the barbershop, right? Telling them like, hey man, sometimes you have to look at and discern where wisdom inserts itself into a conversation. Because you can talk to a fool and they could be so foolish that they start talking wise. Really say this, bro. You can be talking to a fool and they can be so foolish that they start talking wise. It's because that wisdom starts talking out of regret. So when you start looking at how people are like, hey man, don't drink, man. Don't do what I do.
Yeah.
You looking, bro, drunk.
He's drunk.
He got a bottle in his hand, but he's telling you, don't do what I do. So you have to decide in your head, it's like, okay, he telling me not to do what he do. I see what position he's in right now. Do I want that? So you got to make up in your mind, like, bro, so foolish that he really speaking wisdom right now, because he's speaking out of regret.
Yeah.
So it's like sometimes we have to, as athletes, discern where the information is coming from, but also like discern what was actually said. Because there's little bits and pieces of wisdom in everything that we see, everything that we do, everything that we listen to. Like there's bits and pieces, but like you said, man, you was in a position where you was getting milk and honey. But now that it's time to eat real food, bro, you out here eating. So your palate is more mature now.
Yeah.
So last question, bro. What does winning in life after the game actually look like for you?
Winning in life after the game, it looks amazing. I'm not gonna lie. It looks very fulfilling. It looks like a lot of impact, a lot of change for good in communities and younger generations in my life. And with God's will, I'll be in freaking CEOs or big time company speaking.
Yeah.
Or having a non-profit,
Mm-hmm.
have my own football account,
Yeah.
all that. My dream's big, so I see a lot.
You know what's crazy, bro?
What?
After the game is every time you've ever taken off the jersey. You're living after the game right now.
Yeah.
You were living after the game, after your first game when you took the jersey off, right? And that's where a lot of athletes, we get so caught up in like after the last time you can play.
You get a big picture.
But bro, it's who you are. The moment you take off the jersey in practice, after training, bro, that's what's being built every single day. So when you take off that hat of working towards this goal, you have to also be working towards this goal. That's why I don't believe in the concept of plan B, because it don't make sense. Like, God didn't create you with a second plan. This is the master creator now. But we feel like we greater than God, so we got to create these different plans. It's like, bro, when you operate out of obedience, G, you don't have to worry about what's not going to work and what will. You pivot, you navigate, and you use all experiences for the greater good of who you're becoming. So it's like, man, you snatch the power away from life, bro, of unsurety and anxiety, depression. Like it can't touch you.
Yeah.
Because you've already put yourself in the big picture. That's long term planning. But then now you got this short term where it's like every single day I'm taking off this jersey. Who am I becoming? Every single day I interact with people. Conversations like this, bro, it's building you. Like when you leave out of here and you hop on the phone with your mama, she asking you how this jump went. You're building your family. So it's like your long term reasoning on why you do the things that you do, bro. Every single thing leads up to that big picture.
That's a fact. And Coach O said something yesterday, and it's something like your faith.
Mm-hmm.
He was talking to Meatball.
What the names, but
he was talking to Meatball, and he was like, "So think about this dark alley. You finna go down the dark alley. You heard this person got shot down there. You heard this somebody got hurt down there. Da da da.
Mm-hmm.
But this little voice tell you to go down there." Not knowing that the threat already left.
Yeah.
The threat left the alley, went behind you. You so scared not to believe, not to have faith. The threat went through the alley, went behind you, and he finna take you out because you're not listening to that little voice.
Just to go.
Just to go. And I think that's all it takes.
Wow.
When he said that, I said, God, dog. In my head, I said, dang.
Yep.
And then he pointed to me, he said, have faith like him. I'm like, dang, my faith that big that.
Mm-hmm.
And I spoke, and he said, afterwards, I said, Coach, I really do appreciate you for letting me get the speech. He said, yeah, because I knew you had something to say.
Yeah.
I didn't know I was going to speak. But like he said, he knew he put in me, and he knew I was going to get out. Like what was going to come out of me. And he literally told the kids like have faith like Cam. I'm like, bro, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I'll never look at myself like that. But that's the type of faith I had through this whole thing.
Yeah.
And I took it little by little by little by little. And then that's what I am outside the jersey. Like,
Yeah.
I put one foot in front of another every single day. Keep my faith and stay true to who I am, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I won't change myself for nobody because I know this is what God has given me.
Yeah.
Because I even influence my parents. You know what I'm saying? And I never thought he'd be able to say that. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I influence my parents, and I have a little brother. So for me, I'm like, bro, every decision I make is going to affect somebody else.
Yeah.
Good or bad. So that's why I stay prayed, stay on the course I'm going, and just sticking to the plan for real. Like, I never get off a plan A from the jump.
Yeah.
Because like you said, Jesus Christ is the master creator.
Mm.
And my journey already written in stone.
Mm-hmm.
So why am I worried?
Yeah.
If I'm being honest, why am I worried if I'm doing what I'm supposed to do? So, man, it's crazy that like you just made me realize all that right there in that moment.
Mm-hmm.
And I needed that.
Yeah.
Because you put it in a different perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I answered the question, like you said, I went to the last time I put on the jersey. Not every time I take on my jersey. Oh, I'm building on that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna take that to my team for
Yes,
sure.
sir.
I'm gonna take that to my team.
I appreciate you for hopping on, bro. I know this is gonna bless a lot of people, dog. Keep on going this season, bro. Flip the Culture, we rooting for you. You know what I'm saying? We gotta get up there for a game, man. You know
For
what
sure.
I'm saying?
I appreciate
and
it.
see what that Lane College
Lifestyle.
talking about. I'm gonna come on the Wednesday though. I'm gonna stay till Saturday. Yeah, we get that fried chicken Wednesday.
I get you in the calf and stuff.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. I only hear what the word talking
Get
about
some
too.
word too.
Yeah, man.
I might be able to speak and you never know. So
You fed twice. Oh yeah. If you speaking, yeah, I'm there.
I might be able to speak and you never know. You
Yes,
just
sir.
got plugged in up there. With the person of a chopper. So.
Yeah, man. But thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe, follow us on all platforms, man. Like always, flip the culture. Well, the culture won't change until you do. Let's get it.
Flip the culture. Amplifying the voice of athletes.